All right, let's just jump right in. If you're an artist, a creator, or really anyone with a hard drive full of digital art, this one is for you. We're going to break down how to get your art onto the Solana blockchain and in front of collectors, turning those amazing creations into ownable, sellable NFTs. And trust me, it is way, way easier than you probably think.
Have you ever looked at one of your pieces and just felt, man, this has a whole story behind it? Well, what if you could take those digital sketches, those cool characters, those late-night passion projects, and turn them into actual stories that people can own, collect, and trade? That's exactly what this is all about.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh man, this sounds super technical, it's going to take forever. Nope. Seriously, we're talking about a total setup time of about 15 minutes. That's it. Probably less time than it takes to find something to watch on Netflix.
Okay, so what's the catch? What about the cost? Is this one of those things where you need a bunch of money just to get in the door? Absolutely not. To get your very first piece of art minted on Solana, you are looking at network fees of less than $1. Yeah, less than your morning coffee.
So let's get into the good stuff. For a minute, I want you to forget all the complex crypto jargon you might have heard. Think of Solana not as some weird technology, but as your new digital playground. It's a brand new kind of canvas, and it was pretty much built from the ground up for artists just like you.
So why this canvas in particular? Well, a few big reasons. First, the speed is just blistering. No more waiting around for things to confirm. Second, the fees are tiny. Like, we're talking under a penny for most things. That means you can spend more time actually creating and way less time worrying about costs. Plus, it's already home to some of the most iconic PFP projects out there, so there's a built-in culture of collecting. And for all you generative artists, the tools for building in rarity traits are just fantastic.
And this right here, this might be one of the biggest game changers for artists, period. Automatic royalties. So when you sell your art the first time, you get paid, right? Makes sense. But here's the magic. Every single time that piece gets resold to a new collector, a slice of that sale, say 10%, automatically comes right back to you. Your work keeps working for you long after that first sale. It's amazing.
All right, feeling inspired yet? Good. Let's get practical and actually set up your digital studio. This is all about getting your toolkit prepped and ready to go. And believe it or not, it only takes about 10 minutes. First things first, you need a wallet. And don't let that word scare you off. It's not complicated. Just think of it like your digital sketchbook. It's a secure spot where you'll keep your funds. And more importantly, it's where you'll digitally sign and approve your art drops. It's your creative signature on the blockchain. You've got a few really great options, so you can pick one that just feels right for your creative style. If you're into doing quick sketches and drops, Phantom is awesome. It has a built-in gallery so you can see your work. Building a big collection with lots of layers and traits, Solflare is perfect for sorting all that. And if you just want something that feels like you're flipping through your own portfolio, the Magic Eden wallet has that vibe down. Let's just walk through setting one up real quick, using Phantom as an example. It is so easy. Step 1, you download the app or the browser extension. Step 2, you click Create New Wallet, and this is the most important part. You save your secret recovery phrase somewhere super safe and totally offline. Seriously, think of this as the master key to your entire studio. And step 3, you just add a little bit of Sol, which is Solana's currency, to cover those tiny minting fees we talked about.
And here's a quick little pro tip for you. Lock your wallet with your fingerprint or Face ID. It's the digital version of a big, heavy safe for your studio. It keeps all your masterpieces and your funds nice and secure.
Okay, the studio is all set up. Now for the really, really fun part. Bringing your art to life on the blockchain. We're going to do this by minting your masterpiece on a platform called Centaurus.
The best way to think about Centaurus is as this super chill, artist-friendly space. It's designed to be totally intuitive. You just upload your art, tweak a few details, and launch your drop, all in one smooth, seamless flow. No confusing steps, no technical headaches.
And that flow is just beautifully simple. First, you connect that wallet we just set up. Second, you upload your image and its metadata. The title, the story behind it, any special traits. Third, you set the important stuff like the price, your royalty percentage, and how many you want to make available. And finally, you just hit drop and sign the transaction that pops up in your wallet.
And just like that, poof, that is literally it. Your art is now officially on-chain. It's a permanent, verifiable digital object that now exists in this new digital world, just waiting to be discovered by collectors. How cool is that? Of course, creating the art is just step 1. Now we've got to get it in front of the people who are going to love it, appreciate it, and collect it. So let's talk about sharing your work and connecting with the world. And here is where things get really amazing. Your reach is pretty much automatic. When you list your art on Centaurus, it also gets shown across Magic Eden, which is the biggest marketplace on all of Solana. That means your brand new piece is instantly visible to about 90% of all the potential collectors on the entire network. That is huge visibility right from the jump.
After that, it's all about creating your own wave of hype. Post about your drop on places like X or Instagram. Use hashtags people are following, like hashtag Solana Art or hashtag PF Project, so you can get discovered. Make sure you tag the marketplace, and hey, maybe offer a little something special for your earliest supporters to get that momentum rolling.
So, you've minted your first piece, you've shared it with the world. What's next? Let's wrap things up with a few glow-up tips to get you thinking about the next stage of your creative journey in this space.
Once you get comfortable, start playing with rarity in your collections. Mix in some common traits with a few super rare, legendary ones to build excitement. Definitely join the Solana Artists Discord to meet and maybe even collab with other creators. You can even start exploring dynamic NFTs, which are pieces of art that can actually change or evolve over time. And of course, the most satisfying part. Watch that royalty flow automatically hit your wallet as your art finds new homes.
So just remember, creating art on the blockchain isn't about making a static JPEG. It's about giving your art a life of its own. On Solana, your work lives, it gets traded, it inspires a whole community. It really becomes part of a living, breathing ecosystem.
And that pretty much brings us to the end. We've walked through the whole process, from setting up your digital studio to minting your first piece and beyond. The only question left is the one for you. What's your next creative twist? What unique trait will you bring to your next masterpiece? The canvas is waiting.